and welcome to Akshata's Recipes. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I have a compilation of all different chutneys, that I have put up on my channel, and some recipes are also new. So today I'm going to be sharing with you different types of chutneys. Some are dry chutneys, some are wet chutneys, some have got kairi or raw mango, and some are very traditional recipes which I've learned from my mother-in-law. Which have been passed down from generation to generation. So I've compiled all of these recipes together today, and I'm going to be showing you some very lovely, there's something called thetsa also, which I'm going to be making in a different way using some raw mango. So you will see, and some recipes are very simple, but I had a request from many people to show different types of chutneys, so I just compiled this whole video together, so you'll see all different types of chutneys. And if you know some of the recipes, or if you've seen them in my past videos, then you can just go a little bit ahead of the video and go to the recipes that you haven't seen yet. So let's just jump straight ahead into today's lovely chutney recipes. So friends, let's start with today's lovely chutney recipes. Now the first recipe is a garlic chutney, which is also called as lasun tikhat. Now here I've taken a cup and a half of dry coconut, also called khobra, and about some 10 to 12 cloves of garlic, about a teaspoon of chili powder and salt to taste. So you can adjust the chili powder as per your taste. And this is what the vati of the dry coconut looks like. We just grated it using a normal cheese grater. Now I'm going to just roast this coconut lightly. I've not added any oil. And then it looks like this. I'm going to add all the other ingredients and just grind it to a powder. The next one is a special chutney that I make for pav bhaji. Now here I've taken about 10 red chilies, soaked them in hot water for about 2 hours, de-seeded them, and then I've added about 10 to 12 cloves of garlic, made a fine paste. Now besides that, I require about a cup full of coriander and about the juice of 1 lime, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, and 1 tablespoon of coriander or dhania powder. Now I'm just going to fry this red chili and garlic paste very well till the rawness of the garlic goes away. I've taken about a tablespoon of oil. Then I'm just going to add the coriander powder, the cumin powder. I'm going to add a little bit of water, say about 1/4 cup of water, and just fry this till it looks like this. And then I'm going to put some coriander, turn off the flame, and add some lemon juice. And this is ready. This goes very well with pav bhaji. Now the next chutney is an onion and peanut chutney, which goes very well with parathas, with theplas, parathas, bhakris. Now there's 1 onion, there's some jaggery or ghul to taste, some salt to taste, red chili powder to taste, about 1/4 cup of peanut powder, and half the size of a lime or tamarind which has been de-seeded. So I'm just going to add the onion, the ghul or the jaggery, the salt, the chili powder, and the peanut powder, as well as this tamarind. And we are going to grind this to a paste. Now no water has been added to this chutney, and this goes very well with bhakri. Now I have a recipe for bhakri. You can check it out on my channel. The next one is a special red chutney. Here I've taken half a medium-sized onion, about 2 dried red chilies, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 large tomato, and a teaspoon of cumin seeds. I've also taken the juice of half lemon sized ball of tamarind. I've just soaked it in some hot water. Now all the ingredients are going to be fried in 1 tablespoon of oil except for the tamarind juice. We're going to fry everything very, very well. Now this chutney goes very well with appes, with appams, with dosa, with uttapams, with idlis. So it's a very versatile chutney. Now after adding the tomatoes, I'm going to fry the tomatoes also very well, and then I'm going to cover this and cook till the tomatoes are nice and mushy. Then I'm going to cool this to room temperature and then grind it to a paste, adding the juice of the tamarind. Now we want a very smooth paste for this chutney, and add a little salt to taste, and we're going to grind this to a very, very fine paste like this. Now our next chutney is a sweet tamarind chutney, which goes very well for any kind of chaat, pani puri, dahi puri. So I've just taken about a cupful of dates or khajur and soaked them in 2 cups of hot water. To that I've added some jaggery, about 1 cup of jaggery and a lemon-sized ball of tamarind. I've soaked this for about 5 hours, and after that I'm just going to extract all the pulp by mashing it this way. So you get this thick pulp. Now I'm going to add this to a pan and I'm going to bring it to a gentle boil. I'm going to add some chili powder to taste, about a teaspoon or so, about a tablespoon of coriander powder, a teaspoon of cumin powder, and some salt. And we're going to stir all of this together and bring this to a gentle boil for about 10 to 15 minutes till it thickens up. Now this can be stored in in your refrigerator for about 2 weeks in an airtight container, and you can use it for any chaat. Now I'm going to be making a raw mango and coconut chutney. So here I have a cup full of fresh coconut. This is my raw mango grated. I've taken a raw mango, peeled it and grated it. This is about a cup full of coriander, 2 green chilies, some grated ginger and 2 cloves of garlic, 1 inch of ginger, some salt and some sugar to taste, and a little bit of water. So I'm going to put all of these ingredients into my mixer pot and grind it to a smooth paste like this. Now, the same thing can be done for a simple regular coconut chutney, just skip the mango. Now I'm going to show you how to make a spicy green chutney, which can again be used for sandwiches, for chaat, for any kind of, parathas. So all I've taken is some coriander, some cloves of garlic, some ginger, salt, and green chilies, and I've just squeezed in some lime, and I'm going to grind this to a nice thick paste. No water has been added again. Now I'm going to show you how I make a pudina chutney. So here I have a cupful of fresh coriander, as well as a cupful of pudina. Then I also have some green chilies to taste, about 2 or 3 light green chilies, 1 inch of ginger grated, and I have 1 teaspoon each of coriander powder and cumin powder, some salt to taste. I'm just going to add all of this to my mixer pot and grind it to a paste like this. Now I also, you can make a dahi pudina chutney. All you have to do is just add dahi to this same recipe and you get this beautiful dahi pudina chutney, which is also really refreshing and goes well with almost anything. Now I'm going to show you how I make a green chili and raw mango chutney, which is also called a thetsa. Now here I have a paste of 10 cloves of garlic and about 10 light green chilies. This is 1 raw mango peeled and grated, half a cup of peanut powder and salt. So I've taken about a tablespoon of oil in my pan and I'm going to add this paste of green chilies and garlic, fry it really well till the rawness of all of this goes away. Then I'm going to add my raw mango and my peanut powder, and I'm going to fry this for about 2 to 3 minutes, adding a little salt to taste. And we're going to fry this very well, and then you get this lovely chutney which goes very well with bhakris. I hope you like today's chutney series of all different types of chutneys, and I hope you'll give them a try. They can be used, with different things. Like some can be had with varan bhat, some can be had with idli, dosa, uttapa. Some can be had with, just a normal chapati or puri. So they are very, very versatile. And the lasun tikha chutney also, it's my daughter Ira's favorite. So whenever you just take a puri, just put a little bit of ghee, just put it up, roll it up, and your snack is ready or a breakfast idea is ready. It's a great tiffin item also for kids. So all these recipes, and I've also told you all how you can use them in the video. So if you like today's compilation and you want to see more videos like this where I compile 3-4 recipes together of the same type, then please leave your comments in the comment section box below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up by clicking on the thumbs up icon that you see just below this video. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and hit the red subscribe button that you see just somewhere below this video. Once you have subscribed, a small little bell will show up. Click that bell, guys, because that way whenever I put up a video, you'll get a message for the same. Also at the end of the video, 2 boxes will come up. Those are my recipes. If you want to watch them, just click on them. In the middle of the video, something in white thumbs up saying suggested. If you want to see that, click on that too. So thank you guys for joining me today. Go and visit my channel. And if you're looking for any of my recipes on YouTube, in the YouTube search button, type the recipe and just besides it, type Akshata's recipes. For example, if you're looking for, let's say, Malai sandwich, so put Malai sandwich, Akshata's recipes, and my recipe will come up. I'm active on Facebook and Insta, so you can follow me there. So thank you so much guys for joining me today. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, stay fit, be loving and kind to one another, and I'll catch you soon in my next video. Bye!